Come on, Isabel. Come on, come here.
We're now streaming on Facebook. How does it get better?
How does it get any better? We have
For
one
some
room.
of you out there may not know, but my name is Laleh Hancock, and this is my beautiful friend Yelena. And we had another friend named Isabel, but she kind of ran away as soon as we put the title here. So it's called Unlocking Your Vagina During Lockdown, because no one's talking about their vaginas. Everyone's talking about trauma, drama with the elections in America and elections coming up in other countries. They're talking about all the ways they want to take away our freedom by locking us in our houses, taking away all our power. But what if they cannot do anything to you and your body? And I know many of you guys know me as the woman of conscious vagina. Some of you know me as the woman of business. Some of you know me as the wellness guru. You know me as all sorts of different things. But the magic is the oneness of you. And that's what Global Wellness for All is all about, is not excluding any part of you. And today we are starting our live in the Conscious Vagina Facebook group because we realized, my friend Yelena and I, just chatting a few minutes ago, like how much of everything that's been going on the last few months, there's been a lot of focus in your head and focus on how am I going to do things in business? How am I going to do things with my family, my kids, and everything else? But where are you putting you on the list of priority? Where are you putting your body as the list of priority? And your body has different parts to it. And the vagina is one that is actually very important that most of us truly neglect and don't even think about. So, Miss Yelena,
Yes,
what do you have to
Isabel.
say about this topic?
Oh, this is such a great moment to ask me this, Laleh. You have no idea. Well, actually, we make up this title, Unlocking Your Vagina Capacities. And I think that's like really a perfect topic. And well, it's really wide. I mean, why we started to talk about this is this upcoming class, and it's actually called Exploring Your Body. And for me, my body has been talking to me so loudly in the last period and not actually feeling so great all the time. I was really feeling tired, exhausted, and I had to make a lot of breaks and really take it easy. And just now I feel I'm coming back into my energy, like that I can actually feel that I can pursue some tasks that I want to do. And with vagina is so cool because once you, I don't know, I've been to your class Conscious Vagina, and everywhere, everyone who listened to this title, they're like, wow, Conscious Vagina, yeah, that's a class for you. So I mean, I'm just saying, I think this is a class for everybody, but this opens up a lot of spaces, and really, like, for me was so significant. I mean, not significant, but I just want to say that I came in touch with my body in a completely different way. And since you mentioned, we are in different countries or in different states, like I am not still in a lockdown. I can move around, I can meet people, like we can dance, even if it's like on a Zoom or really like separated in a room. And this means a lot because it gives like a different relation to the body. And um, I don't know, just this, like when you say vagina, it looks like, oh, now we're gonna talk about the sex, it has to be related to that, and we start to giggle, and it's all like, yeah, let's have some fun. But it's actually so much more than that. And I'm always intrigued by that, how even me, when I think about vagina, and then what is it? It's like a period, it's like so many things, like it's sexual, but like what I like about it is that you actually really explore and you come from a different point of view. It's not just, oh, now, this is relating with the sex in this way, or there are no points of view that are fixed. And this is why it can give you completely different perspective. And I guess, like, we started talking about so many stuff, and now it's all mixing in my head. So I think it's better if you say something, because I can talk maybe for too long.
That's the point, okay? Like one of the reasons Conscious Vagina got created actually had nothing to do with, copulation and sex with another person. It really was about having your voice. And when you're willing to actually be you and be all of you, you stop excluding parts of you, physical parts of you, energetic parts of you, and you allow it all to be a contribution to your life and living, your business, your creation, your joy. And I think a lot of times people don't realize how much we inherit from other people. Like, your mom's points of view of what was appropriate and not appropriate. Like this week, it was so wonderful to see that, when I started Conscious Vagina in 2018, it was still stigma, it still is. Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about the vagina. Yeah, no, don't talk about it. It's like this hiding thing, but it's not. And then we found a bunch of women on LinkedIn, of all the places, LinkedIn, that had this, sexual wellness conference, and it was about masturbation, which is so amazing to me, because I don't even know that 6 months ago on LinkedIn, I would have seen an ad about this, And luckily I was actually involved because Femme Foundry is this new app for women, and it was the one sponsoring this conversation. And so I got to hear it from some friends, and it just made me feel so good, because where on the planet could you actually get together with people in a very safe place, not worried of what you're going to say or what you're going to ask about, and actually have people that you can engage with in that conversation? And that for me has been Conscious Vagina, this space that we invite men and women, it's not just for women, to come and have this conversation. And I'll tell you, like, most people think, oh, you're just talking about sex toys and stuff like that. No, we can if that's what someone wants to talk about. But we end up talking about things that are kind of like these things that have been hidden under the rug. No one's talking about. Like, I had someone talk to me about something that happened when they were 2 years old. So we ended up, uncovering that and creating a safe place for her, so she actually can actually have a body again, because she's been like pushing it aside. So, I work a lot of times with people who have been abused, sexually abused, verbally abused, and all this other stuff. But it also is this exploration that most of us don't ever want to like talk about. It's like this, yeah, I want to explore this thing with my body, but yeah, I don't know what to do. And all of us, what
Also
if,
unexpected, Lale, because sometimes, like, I remember I've been on few classes, and then I honestly expected something else, okay? But then, for me, what happened is like opening up space about the ancestors, and like about all of these Balkan women and what they did, and all of this like patriarchal society, blah blah blah. But it's like really like it fell off slowly, and I really became aware of so many stuff. And this is something that I wouldn't expect. And there's something crucial that you said that I just realized now. It's about this fragmentation, because you say, now we talk about our body, but do we include like our vagina or penis in our body? Do we include like really every part of it? And you said like physical and energetic body. So it's like all together. It's not like, oh, now it's only vagina or penis, or now it's only like, I don't know, my head, or it's like really including everything. And this is really something that's, I just realized now why it's so wide.
yeah, and it's this communion with your body, and your body is communicating with you all day long. And so often, and this is the thing, this is the reason that we actually started having this conversation, is how many people right now, their bodies, like, I know that even the other day in one of my classes, someone said, oh my God, it's almost like the separation between me and my body has gotten so much further out since quarantine happened, where before it wasn't as obvious, but now it's exponentialized how much I'm excluding my body. But for you to actually have an expanded business, for you to be able to be healthy, for you to be able to expand your life and even make money, your body has to be engaged and part of it with you. And when you start to exclude is when you open up this gap of generating, creating, and actualizing. So, conscious vagina for me really started, um, like I said, it was really more to create an environment where people would have the safe place. And our first one in July of 2018 was this confidential. Everyone was coming, no one was going to be seen. Only me and this other friend of mine who was a translator. We were going to be like on video. Everybody else could be anonymous. And people were like, no, it's not by special invitation. They wanted to tell the whole world about it because where else on the planet can you have conversations about your body? And I know, like you said, like it doesn't mean it's about the intimacy with someone else. It's not all about masturbation, but it's you even acknowledging, hey, I have toes. I have ankles, how can my ankles help me with my business? Like it really is the inclusion of everything about you and your body. So the conversations go in different places. And I've just had so many people who are single, they might not have a mate that they're with. And then they leave with like a level of like confidence and this like communion with their body. They feel better. They walk taller. Like it's this inside of them expands. And of course, I get many, many emails and feedbacks of people and their intimacy with the other sex, or, if they have the same sex partner, whatever, like, because now they have that with themselves, they were able to actually have a different communion in their intimacy with someone else, their communication with someone else, even the way they engage with their business. Because there is, it's your energy being infused in your business that brings the voice of the business out in the world. And when you have that with you and your body, it's a whole other world.
Yeah, I totally agree. I actually experienced this because you gave us some tools and then I was really using it all the time, walking on the street, and I was like having like this orgasms just walking on the street, and I was like, woohoo, let's go. I mean, I really like how you wake up the body for everything, like just for receiving. Even I live in a city, but I can receive from the nature and from everything that is around me, even from judgmental looks. I like bring it on. And it's been really amazing journey for me since I did the first class. I can notice a lot of changes with me and communion with the body and like relation to everything, like really being more sensitive to everything that is coming to me. So that's, thank you for that. What can you just tell us, like, how do you perceive this class that will happen soon? Because it's really happening in 2 or 3 days. I'm a little bit lost in time, so I think it's on the 19th. So
Well, it's really interesting. I really schedule the classes based on the energy of what's out in the world and kind of what's required. And for a while, we weren't facilitating this class. It was almost like not now, not now, not now. And then last week, it was this loud, bodies need us. More than ever, bodies require this space to actually engage with the body, to have a different sense of communion with the body. And when I say the body, it includes you, it includes the body, but it includes the earth.
mhm.
Without your body, there is no communion of you on planet Earth. So, there's this magicness with the earth. The earth has every energy possible. And one of them is this energy of sensualness. And sensualness and sexualness is really more of that feeling alive, like allowing your body to be alive again. And I don't know how many of you guys have noticed this, but even personally for me, I've noticed in the last few months, there's days that are harder for me to get out of bed. Like there has to be a different communion I have with the earth, and I'm doing my daily mantras a little bit different to give me that extra oomph, because there is so much fear out in the world. There's so much people concerned about their bodies, their health, what's happening with COVID and all these other things. And we don't realize, but our bodies are very, very aware, and they're sucking all that information.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we are willing to actually regain our communion with the earth, we allow our bodies to be more alive, you know? And just think about how your body feels when a beautiful flower, you look at a beautiful flower, or you're in the middle of the forest, or you have your feet on grass. There's this like total boost of the earth's energy and that sexualness that's just kind of like bringing you back up. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's almost like it's putting all that energy in you for you to remember that's who you are. You're not the stressed person. You're not the one who's freaking out. You're not the one who separates from your body. That's more of this reality getting to you. But when you are more of you, you are more joy. You're perceiving how beautiful the world is, and you allow everything to come alive with you, including your business. So I really invite people to a new possibility. You know, Conscious Vagina, when it got started, was one price, 125. And it really didn't want to be reduced. It really was one to say, hey, people, are you going to be allowing yourself and your vagina and your body and your future to be worth 125? And then the other day, the energy was, 75 euros. And I was shocked, actually. But I know that some people are making money be the thing right now, and we'd like to honor and contribute to that. But when you make it be about the money, you make money be significant, and then you really get locked into the rules and regulations of how money is created in this reality. But when you choose for you and your body, not from the money, you choose, then you allow your receiving of every energy, including money, to expand. So I invite all of you guys, whether you've done a Conscious Vagina class before or not, they're never the same. Each one's different because each moment, the energy in the world is different. Your body is different. The energy that you're willing to receive is different. And the energy we create together with this class is different.
Yeah.
So I invite all of you guys just to come explore your bodies, and how much fun can we have? I want to have some more movement in this class too for this one, because bodies need to move. And in this 2-hour class, I think we're going to move.
Super cool. Thank you for this.
Yeah. And, it's not, okay. One of the things I'd like to invite all of you to is, what is your body sharing with you all day long? Because it's speaking very loudly, I think now more than ever. And would you be willing to listen? And would you be willing to honor you and your body? Yeah. So thank you guys for being here wherever you watched us, because we're a little bit of everywhere right now. And we look forward to seeing you guys, and there'll be more information down below. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.